Michigan Out of Doors Online is brought to you in part by want to win a $500 Jay's gift card, a fly fishing trip in northern Michigan, a Lake Michigan charter boat trip, a walleye jigging trip on the Saginaw River? Well, join the Michigan United Conservation Clubs this summer as they continue to fight for fish, and 4 lucky winners will get a chance to get out fishing and support conservation. By Tri-County Logging. Experienced in sustainable forestry practices, Tri-County Logging can help you manage your property by keeping your woods healthy and generate income. Serving southern and mid-Michigan for nearly 50 years, TriCountyLogging.com.
For over 30 years, Vanguard Outdoors has made the gear that turns a regular hunt into another fine day of field. We know that a good shooting stick or a nice pair of binoculars can make or break your day. Our design teams include serious hunters who work hard to bring you the best sporting optics, shooting sticks, tripods, bags, and more. We are Vanguard Outdoors.
Well, hey everyone, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We've got an all brand new show, but we do have a short show this week because our PBS stations are in pledge. But we're going to kick things off on Saginaw Bay with a bunch of ladies out there that are catching a bunch of walleye. After that, we're going to hit the shore for a gourmet 3-course meal. You won't want to miss that. Then Jenny's going to kind of keep us on that east side of the state and kind of highlight some sportsmen that are doing a lot of good work over there and getting some new people into the outdoors. Lots of variety on this week's show and lots of great stuff, so you stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger, and it's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan out of doors.
What a beautiful day in the woods.
Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's a love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Country Smokehouse, a sportsman's meat processor and Michigan destination since 1988, offers a variety of homemade smoked meats and Michigan-made products in-store and online. The Country Smokehouse features an outdoor barbecue and bar. Details at countrysmokehouse.com.
By G5 Outdoors, makers of the Quest and Prime bows, manufactured and designed in Memphis, Michigan. G5 offers a line of archery bows, broadheads, and accessories on the web at g5outdoors.com.
This moment brought to you by DTE's Clean Vision.
Plan of attack is we're going to go out just probably 24, 25 foot of water, and we're going to run some jet divers and spoons. We've been picking up some fish there. Some days it's faster than others. We just got to keep working and try to get them to bite.
What's fishing been like over the last few weeks?
Fishing has been slowing down a little bit. We're still getting some fish, but it's not the fast, June bites, for us anyways. But yeah, we're just spoons and flickered minnows have been the ticket. Spoons were a little better yesterday, so we're going to start out with all spoons, I think, this morning.
Yeah, does it kind of go in phases on the bay, or does it stay good all summer, or how does it typically?
It stays, usually I'd say the best time is probably Memorial weekend, and then all the way in through July is usually the best time. It does go in phases. We get northeast winds that will cool the water temperature down, keep fish in here longer. If the bay gets really warm, the fish tend to go out deeper. We get a lot of floating weeds, so sometimes we can't fish, in close to shore depending on the floating weeds and the shallow water bite. That can stay pretty good all summer long too, pretty consistent. That's where the fish have been hanging out. I think about 15 feet down has been about the best for us. So we're just kind of going to work that area and hopefully fill the cooler.
We had an interesting crew of women on board today. Most of them are avid upland hunters, and part of how they ended up here was that Lisa Velchensky won a raffle through the Michigan Upland Experience for a lavish 3-course meal to be served almost anywhere in the state she wanted it. I have been a part of a few of those meals, and when I heard that she chose to have it done around an all-ladies fishing trip on Saginaw Bay, well, oddly enough, somehow, some way, I just happened to be in the area with camera in hand. And when Shane said the fishing had been a little bit slow, well, that is not the case today. Our first fish was a double. Let me tell you, it wasn't our only one of the day.
A double.
That's a good way to start the morning. Oh yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
All right.
Nice job, ladies.
I don't know what it is.
You got the other line too.
Oh, well, that would explain.
Sometimes fishing on the bay means a lot of crawler harnesses and lots of messing around with worms. Not today. It was all clean and mostly all spoons.
The fishing's been really good. If we can keep the lines in the water without tangling them, we are doing really well. The fish are snapping really good today on these jet divers. These Jet 30 60 back with spoons on them. Little mini stinger spoons is what we're using. It doesn't seem to matter. Color does not seem to matter at all. Just that depth, 60. I think we've got every rod that we got is at 60 feet back now. And yeah, they're all going. So hopefully these girls are having a good time.
So what depth is that? How far down?
That's 60 feet down with mono. You're going to be right around in that 14, 15 foot range.
Okay.
Down in the water column.
Okay.
Yep. Our down rods are going a little bit too. These are 50 back. These are 44. But these ones haven't done so well. They got a little flicker minnow on them, or flicker shad on them. I don't even know if we had one go off yet. But these other down rods, they're running a Jet 40, a little bit less line back. We're at 50 back with them. And it's about the same depth as the 30s at 60 back.
Okay, good deal.
Yep.
So far, it had just been one of those days that you always kind of dream about having. Nice job. Wow. Nice catch.
What is she doing? I'm not sure.
Oh, like on the camera.
Got everything totally back there. I got nuts.
Oh, I got one.
Shannon, Lisa, and Karen pulled in a lot of fish on this trip, and Captain Shane did a heck of a job. We had a lot of nice fillets at the end of the day, and now it was time for the reason we had all made our trip here in the first place, the meal awaiting us. Joe Swanky has been doing these fundraising meals for years now, and today's was in the Bay City State Park. But I have been at one in the Manistee Forest and another at a Northwest Grouse Camp. They are aimed at raising funds for habitat work and giving access to groups around the state for kids hunts, veteran hunts, all good stuff. So today the money would go to some great causes, and the ladies, well, they would get treated to one of the finest meals I dare say has ever been served in this campground in quite some time.
Well, we're at Bay City State Park, and our friend Lisa happened to win a raffle for this field lunch, and so we're here to cook her 3 courses of the best food we can get her, and I'm looking forward to it. It is going to be great, and this is nice because one of our page supporters at the Michigan Upland Experience has won actually one of our lunches, so now we get to actually more or less just cook for friends, and this is going to be great. Rough grouse from November. There's also then as well some diced pear, a little bit of brie, rosemary on the top.
Now we've traveled with you around the state. We've done, this is the first kind of summertime one I think we've done, isn't it?
This is the first, and it's given me a chance to change my menu. Instead of extra calories and fall and cooking for men who've been hunting, ladies went fishing, so this is great. I get to debut ice cream, homemade, right here. It's hot. what better dessert than add ice cream to already a difficult menu and see how it goes. The first batch I loved. This is going to be great. The other thing too, we kept a few standbys in there. We've added venison this year instead of beef. So we now have, thanks to other friends of ours, we have venison backstrap steak Diane. Yeah, it's going to be good. So thanks to our friends at Frontier's Edge for providing the venison. This was part of the benefit that they raffled off, was this lunch. And so then they were able to come back with the deer we needed. And the test cooks have went great, so of course we practice before we bring our A game here. And so it's going to be great. No matter what, it's going to be great. And with summertime, this is a nice time to stay away from the busy fall and give us a chance to kind of get a little exercise on the kitchen, because we'll do another one of these probably before the end of the year, but not having everything stacked right next to each other on the schedule sure helps. So nice. This was, to boot, this was the biggest fundraiser we've ever done with this lunch. It started out going at auction on our Facebook page, the Michigan Upland Experience, and that was $900 towards Michigan sharp-tailed grouse habitat. The winner of that one then graciously donated it back to us. So now we have a raffle for our friends at Frontier's Edge, which is going to cover getting vets and kids outdoors for probably a couple of years. So their budget took a huge boost there for us, helping them. And our friend Lisa then has the winning ticket, and that went $3,600. So that includes going to Houghton Lake for a tip-up weekend. That includes a huge vets doe shoot in December over in the Thumb. It's going to include the vets again with their kids doing another pheasant hunt or 2 or 3. And looking forward to that. Of course, we'll volunteer our bird dogs and be along to help with the kids and the vets, which was a lot of fun last time we did it as well. So this one lunch has raised over $4,500. That money will stay in Michigan. It affects our Michigan people and habitat, and as well as opportunity. So it's all been a great time, and I'm looking forward to this. We're going to get a good hot fire going and dirty up some pots and pans.
We all ate like kings, and some money was raised for some great causes. It was perfect. There's another meal being auctioned off the end of the month on the Michigan Upland Experience Facebook page if you're interested. Thanks to all involved for another memorable day right here in Michigan's Out of Doors. Well, as you can see, we had a ton of fun that day out on the water and back at the campsite. And really, special thanks to Lisa for letting me tag along with the camera and kind of capture the whole day. And we did want to dedicate that segment to her late father, Anthony Velcheski, who was a big sportsman. We're going to stay on that side of the state right now, and Jenny's going to highlight some sportsmen that are giving back, getting new people into the out of doors.
Today we are doing fun with fishing, and we work with our individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and they're out here fishing. So as the ARC, we're looking for events where individuals with disabilities can get together and do things and do exciting fun things in the community. It's wonderful for them. They have been all excited about fishing, to come out into the community and do things. A lot of them are talking about how they see the bridge, how they see the water, and now they're fishing in it. It's great to work with the people, to understand people with disabilities. When you have contact with them and you understand, it just becomes a wonderful understanding and sharing. To bring them out here and fish and use these Great Lakes.
The ARC of St. Clair County teamed up for today's event with the good folks from another nonprofit group who strive to help others.
We help anybody that wants to fish. We teach them how to fish, set up their poles. Today we bought some lunch, drink, and we're getting everybody out fishing. It's good for the community. Keeps me busy. I enjoy it. I enjoy the kids, and this group we got here is the first time we've done this. We tried to do it just before COVID, so this is how long this has been going on. These guys right here are just loving every bit of this. They don't care if they catch a fish or not. There've been some fish caught, but as you can see, they're all out there and they're enjoying themselves.
Oh, look at that!
Woo! Joshua! Wow, catfish!
Yeah!
Cool! Good job! That's a cute catfish, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, nice fish, partner.
Yeah. How you been doing?
All right. Are you having fun out here?
Yeah.
All right.
Better than nothing.
What kind of fish are you hoping to
I'm
catch?
catching a big one.
All right. You got the secret bait going on now.
The easiest way to do something like this is I just buy the perch rigs. I am the simple crappie rigs, perch rigs, whatever. The poles I have, where I got to mention them guys, were from John Sommers, I believe his name is, from the Zepco 202 tournament. He donated all the poles, so that makes it nice and easy. All we do is just put a snap on the end of the line, put the crappie rigs on, some worms, and they're off fishing. You catch just about anything. We've caught some white bass, perch. I know we've got some gobies, some rock bass, and some bluegill so far. We had some gentlemen going by that wanted to show their fish off, and thanks to them, here's a nice, probably a 4-pounder.
While some folks checked out that nice-sized walleye, others focused on catching their own fish, and a couple of people were all fished out and just enjoying the day.
How are you ladies doing today? Did you catch a fish? Yeah.
We had fun.
Nice. Taking a break?
Yeah.
All right. Are you going to catch another one? No, all done. Okay.
All done.
Cool.
The Fun with Fishing Day here in Port Huron was just one great example of how different organizations joining forces can have such a positive impact on those in our community. The Arc of St. Clair County and the Friends of Fishing group made lots of memories today. A few weeks later in Macomb County, a couple of other groups were teaming up to introduce kids to the sport of fishing on Lake St. Clair.
Well, today is our annual Lake St. Clair Walleye Association Kids Summer Fishing Outing. We're here at Lake St. Clair Metro Park, and as you can see, we have a whole lot of kids here getting introduced to fishing. Hopefully the next generation of sportsmen here in Michigan. It's important to do this because there's lots of reasons. I mean, there's tackle boxes instead of X boxes. Teaching memories. Kids don't have memories in front of a video game. They have memories reeling in their first fish, like we caught here today. So getting the kids outside is just very important for their mental health, their well-being, and the environment, teaching them conservation and all that good stuff.
With all the different activities competing for kids' attention these days, the Metro Parks see the importance of getting kids hooked on fishing and enjoying our natural resources now more than ever.
Well, we partnered with the Lake St. Clair Walleye Association here on Clinton Metro Parks to help support and grow kids coming out to the parks and learning how to fish, and getting them new poles and tackle, and so that they can go home, take that stuff home with them at the end of the day and come back out to any of the parks and have a great time fishing, for learning how to fish for their whole lives. They get to keep the equipment. The largest fish of the day will be weighed in over here, and the Walleye Association is mounting the largest fish that's caught for the day. So the kids seem to be starting to catch some out there, and they're having a great time.
Speaking of fish, word spread quickly of a big catfish making its way to the scales. Young Maverick would end up winning the tournament today with his catfish and winning a mount from the Walleye Club. Congratulations, Maverick.
Hey guys,
Hey.
who caught this fish?
Mr. Maverick here did.
Maverick, you caught this catfish?
And it fought for about 5 minutes. Yeah, and it was taking a bunch of drag out, and he just kept reeling it in, and it finally got tired out, and we got it in.
Awesome. Is this your first big fish?
No. Second.
Second fish.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Good
cool.
job. Congrats.
No, I do. All I got was seaweed.
Seaweed so far. All right.
Actually, my friend told me about it, and I looked it up, and we signed up for it. And we're glad we did. I mean, it's really nice that you do something like this. It's nice for an association to actually inspire new fishermen. So.
Tim says that's exactly the purpose of this event, to meet brand new kids in the community and to put fishing gear in their hands.
A lot of first timers, a lot of, we have a gentleman here from China. I have my 2 grandkids here with me today. It's only their 3rd or 4th time fishing, so it's a lot of new, inexperienced people. The park promoted it. There's a couple of families here that have never fished before that we've helped, so it's a good time to teach new people how to fish.
That's awesome.
I've been a member of the club for a really long time, and it's been every single year I can remember. So we've been doing this, the club's 47, 48 years old now. We've been doing it pretty much almost every year.
The Lake St. Clair Walleye Association is passionate about keeping our fishing heritage alive and well here in Michigan and has been for many years.
We've had a really long relationship with Lake St. Clair Metro Park. We come here in the summer with the kids outing like today, and in the winter we do an ice fishing outing. We hold our family picnic here, and we are just been a long-time partners with the park.
A great partnership working towards a great common goal. As the day wrapped up, I checked in with another young angler for some fishing advice.
Harrison, how are you today?
Good.
Have you had any luck yet? No? Now you've been fishing before, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you think is one of the most important things to know about when you're fishing?
Spending time with your family.
Aw, perfect.
I'd say young Harrison is spot on. Spending time with family and friends is a huge part of fishing for many of us here in our great state. And with events like these, that time-honored tradition is in good hands here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Well, hey everybody, thank you so much for watching Michigan Out of Doors this week. And as always, if you missed part of this week's show or you want to see something again, or you maybe missed last week's episode, you can always check us out online. You can do that through our social media sites, our website, lots of places you can be checking us out, YouTube. You can always subscribe to our channel there and get an email every time we post something new. There will be a lot of new stuff coming over the next several weeks as we've been getting out and traveling around the state, and hopefully you are doing the same thing. Get out and enjoy the last few weeks of summer. The hunting seasons are just around the corner. So much to do and explore here in the great state of Michigan. Get out there and enjoy it. And if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, hopefully we'll see you right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by.
Do you dream of somewhere bigger than your backyard? You can get there with Greenstone. Whether you want to hunt, fish, hike, or just watch the sunset, we're ready to help you own your place in the great outdoors. To learn more, visit greenstonefcs.com.
By Alta Equipment Company, providing sales, rentals, service, and parts because uptime matters. From earth moving to landscaping and light construction, Alta offers over 50 brands across 7 Michigan locations to serve you. More information online or 844-GO-2-ALTA.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbow trout in a hidden stream. The white-tailed deer in the tall pine trees. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love this land. I am a Michigan man. From the Keweenaw down to St. Joe, Kalamazoo, East to Monroe, to St. Marie and back again. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love this land. I am